Hi guys, this is Tracy from Lavinia Stamps and I am here to talk about our brand new stamps. We have 17 fabulous new stamps. This is our Twilight Tea Collection and I am going to take you through how to create this lovely card. I've had so much fun using these stamps. They work so well with all our other stamps as well, as you'll see from all the samples on the gallery. Okay, so this is a watercolour tag and I'm going to use our lovely Acorn house. I'm going to stamp that up in the VersaFine Clear Nocturne. Now we're stamping onto watercolour card, so always remember to give it a little bit of time. Resting on the card, let that ink soak in because it's a little bit more fibrous than the multifarious card. There we go. The detail again is absolutely fabulous in these. Our manufacturers always work so hard to get all these hand-drawn lines, so really pleased with them. I've got soft signet here, so I'm just going to start by going around the acorn house, just very softly working my way round. I do love this colour. It doesn't look much on the label, but it's a great sort of sepia vintagey kind of colour, and it works so nicely with the blues. Okay, right, let's pop the lid on that and let's move over to the Dill Blue. Now I am going to use a mask here, so I'm going to pop up a moon just about there, and then grabbing a medium size stencil brush, I'm going to work my way around the edge there. And move on to a slightly bigger one now. Got a larger area to cover, so I'll use the bigger brush. Okay, and now just to get a little bit of depth, to get that edge of the moon looking nice and sharp, I'm going to go in with our finer, smaller stencil brush, and I'm using the VersaFine Twilight just to go around the edge. Okay, so this is your oil-based ink. Now you can blend with these, it's absolutely fine, but just remember they will repel the water. So if you wanted to splash some water over the top just for an effect, your VersaFine Clair, it won't budge. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to go back to my Dill Blue now, and I'm just going to go around the edge there, just to soften that very edge. It kind of 3Ds it, you know. Adding a little bit of shadow. And I've got our lovely moon stamp here. So what I'm going to do is ink up in Sand Dune. And I'm going to pop that over the top. And it gives you that lovely moon effect. Isn't that great? So I'm going to actually do a little bit of blending around this. So I did cut out a mask. So I'm going to pop that over the top. So this is just thin photocopy paper. So I'm going to pop that down and then let's grab a fine stencil brush. So we've got a truffle there, that'll do. This will just give it a little bit of depth, that's all. Just work your way around. Okay, so while the mask is there, I'm going to use the Portobello, and we've got some dill, and then I'm going to just stamp some of this over the top. Like so. And then we've got our poppies. And I'm going to ink those in the Twilight. I'm going to go over the top so it's kind of in the centre of the moon. Give that a good press down. And we've got our other, flying stamps. Our mask back in its place, and then I'm going to stamp the other poppy head next to it. Like so. Again, giving that a good press. There we go. I've got a bit of ink down there, but that's fine, we'll fix that. I'm going to use some words now. So we've got a nice little verse here. You can use any verse that you like. I'm going to ink up, this is the Portobello again. And I'm going to just stamp the verse all the way down the side here. And I'll pop it down there. There we go. Okay. So this is looking quite white at the moment, unlike this one. So what we're going to do is colour this in now, and that's using our lovely clean colour pens. Okay. Now if you don't know about these pens, these are great. They've got a fabulous brush on them. They're a Japanese brush. and they're absolutely brilliant for colouring in. It was Jo Rice that got me into these. She gave me a set and they sat in a drawer for a long time, and then one day I thought, I'll just try those pens. I'll just try them. So I did, and I've not looked back since. They are absolutely fabulous, and I use them a lot. I haven't actually got the big set, and one day I shall treat myself. Okay, so I'm going back to the Twilight now. I've still got that little mark there, that annoying mark, so I'm going to just cover that up. Just edging the card. Okie dokie. So let's pop a little bit of colour in our poppy heads. And then what I'm going to do is use our poster pen just to pull out the stems. They stand out. Put a few little highlights in there. Put a few little orbs about, and I didn't put any glitter on the last one, but I am going to on this one. Just add a little bit of, just a few little dots. And it begins to look very magical. And there we go. That's the one I made earlier. Now it is slightly different. They're always going to be slightly different because they're handmade. So I hope you enjoyed that demo using our brand new stamps. And I hope you have as much fun with these as I have. Okay, tune in tomorrow for our next demonstration. And you take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.